Good morning. How is everyone today? As you can see, I'm having 2 cups of coffee all by myself. Let's actually pull up chat. That would be good. There was a high P train this morning. It's already level 2? Wow. It's been like really dreary here and like 50 degrees for a high, which isn't that cold, I know that. But it's just been kind of boring outside because it's been cloudy every day and like drizzly. It's not been very fun. Steven is heating up his breakfast, which I thought was done because I heard the microwave go off, and now he's not making any noise downstairs. Cloudy and drizzling is my favorite weather. I like it too, but like it'd be nice to have a little bit of sun after it's been this way for a while. Check on him. Steven, you okay?
Coffee.
What happened? The clear plastic, when he rips it off the top of the whatever it is he's having, it like shreds and then there's like little pieces of plastic like still stuck. He does not like that. Kepi fired him. This morning I opened up, Kepi was sitting at the back door and I would have the curtain closed because that's where the sun comes up, so it gets real bright if I leave it open. And I was like, oh, buddy wants to look out, but it was cloudy, so I opened it for him. He was real excited. I'm pretty sure that's where Kepler is at the back door. We're at level 3. Sweet boy. Kepi is so good. He doesn't shoot cables. He doesn't jump on counters. He doesn't scratch furniture, really. He's a good boy. He sometimes scratches your knee, but that's because he's asking for food. And we thought it was too cute, so we didn't stop him the first time, and now he keeps doing it. He occasionally destroys blinds. Yes. But that is my fault.
Coffee.
Because I did not open the window for him and the birds were there. Did you get it fixed?
I got it off.
Does he lie on keyboards? Nope. He doesn't get on the desk. Does that mean you're coming up? At least Kep isn't a knife cat. Our knives are in a drawer, so if he wanted to be, he couldn't get to them, so. So there's not really much of a chance, because we don't have a knife block out. Oh, we got Demon Clown this morning. Anyway, I suppose I could start reading bits while we wait for Steven. Could. Rocktron LP's resub 21 months, ended last year with a 20, starting this with a 21. Happy New Year to all, drinks all around, non-alcoholic of course. Good morning. Super X40 resub 4 months, congrats on your plus.
Hi.
Hi, here, I'm gonna give this to you.
You get back-to-back demon clowns?
Yeah.
That's a good omen for this year. We have a train?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well, thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you, Renee. This is a new shirt I got for Christmas. I gotta tell you, I've had 2 different difficulties this morning. Because I'm eating this thing again. I haven't eaten this thing since I had it on breakfast stream, what was it, last week? Mm-hmm. And like, it wasn't a fluke the first time. Getting the plastic off of this, I don't know what they're doing wrong. They need to talk to the other companies that do the plastic film. They got the wrong adhesive on it. I don't know. I would not buy these again based solely off of the terrible experience of trying to remove the plastic film when it's done heating. It's aggravating. Anyway, that's the one problem. The other problem, I like this shirt. This shirt has the tiniest holes or the biggest buttons. Like, normally it's like, oh, done. No, on this, I had to fight every single one. And I was like, man, these are really... It's almost like when they cut the slits for the buttons, they didn't make them big enough. And it was every single one. Anyway.
It's a new shirt. It will get better.
Okay. Sure. I'm not arguing that it won't get better. I'm just saying that I've had new shirts. This is the tightest I've ever had to like push buttons through in my entire life. I mean, you really gotta like break them in. Anyway, hi.
Coffee.
Just wanted to set the tone for this morning. Maybe. It's possible. Anyway, these things, because they're in the fridge and they have like fresh ingredients, like the expiration date on them is...
The shelf life is very low.
The shelf life is low. Whereas like whenever you when you get like the what's the Jimmy Dean? The Jimmy Dean stuff is in like the freezer. And it's good for a long time. This goes in the fridge, and it's like, I expire soon. You have to eat me. So I'm like, okay.
Coffee.
I will. Good work on the train, folks. It's not the first train of 2021. There was a train that came in New Year's night. Yeah. But the first breakfast stream train. Also, it's 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep remembering that as well. It's not something that I'm familiar with. I have a big breakfast. Oh yeah, disco unleashed tonight. Let's start the stream off by reminding folks of that. Disco unleashed tonight at let's say 9. Does that say? Yeah, okay, right. I can't ever remember. There's too many things in my life that are 9 and 8. So that's what makes it difficult to remember. But this one is 9 p.m. Eastern. The thing that's at 8 p.m. is Friday night stream. And trying to get those two straight in my head is hard. This is really hard to remember.
I'm almost done with my cereal, so...
I'm not going to bring up Outback Stab House tonight.
Coffee.
And I'm going to do my absolute best to not bring up any restaurant violence, which I think would be a first for the show. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try. Can't do anything more than try. I think it's time. It's a new year, new us. Time to talk about something other than, violence in restaurants. So I'll try.
Pain Shipper resub 16 months. 16. Thanks for all the amazing contents you guys make.
Sorry, I was swallowing chicken. Thanks, PC.
Pink Motema resub 3 months. Good afternoon and Happy New Year, grandparents. Apparently I've been subscribed for 3 months already. And I'm through with the first trimester of my Twitch baby pregnancy. Time flies. Wish y'all a great day.
Oh.
Congrats on the plus.
Thank you.
Amaranth resub 19 months and said 19. Nah, doesn't work. Happy New Year to the best internet grandparents.
Happy to be here. Happy to be in a new year. And hopeful for a much more boring year.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. In some ways more boring. In some ways desperately less boring. Yeah. Desperately less boring.
Shaman said 300 bits. Do you two have a favorite place you've lived so far? For me, it would be Myrtle Beach apartment because that's when I started watching the vlog.
Here.
This house? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't... So, it's interesting because the perspective that folks as viewers will have versus us as livers... Folks who live in the place. Livers.
Yes.
That's a term people use all the time and is common.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be different because, like, it might be special because you started watching when we were in a certain place, or you might have a connection to a certain thing. For instance, I remember when we lived in Colombia, there was someone that started watching because we lived in Colombia, and they had a connection to that place. People are throwing out alternative words. No, I think it's livers. I think that's it. You know, they live in the place. They're livers. But for me, they're all rented. None of them are truly like home.
And besides Savannah and Columbia, you've only ever lived in this city.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's not anything. They're all, to be truthful with you, they're all kind of the same. The only difference in my mind is like events that took place in like whenever we lived there, and then of course the size. Like there's more room here, but when we lived in the apartment, we also didn't need that much room.
Yeah.
Well, we probably need more room than we had, but
Yeah.
Coffee.
especially when you started doing Mal Mix and it was a small portion of our already very tiny spare room
That was full of...
that was already full of junk. If you get a chance, watch some vlogs from that era where Mal Mix exists, because I know there's parts that were like we show that room and it is very small. Very small. Adios says, only home whenever you can put holes in the walls and nobody cares.
Yeah.
True. Also only home when something breaks and you have to pay for it. Which, like, fortunately we don't have to do. But also, you know, in the midst of having the pandemic go on, when something goes wrong, we're less inclined to ask the folks to come fix it.
They don't have the best track record.
You know, that doesn't help either, so... But yeah, one day we'll own a place, and then that'll finally feel completely different. So... Squid, I missed the blue wall too. That was one of the big defining traits of that house. I think
The only defining trait of that house?
Well, I think the other thing about it is that because that was what people saw on Breakfast Stream.
Yeah.
That made it feel very much like Breakfast Stream, you know? Like that blue wall was Breakfast Stream, and it's been replaced with
Wii games?
Wii games. Anyway.
Shaman said 300 bits. Oh,
That's
wait.
what you read.
I did read that. Twitchy Toes resubbed for 16 months. Thank you. White 15 Wolf resubbed for 8 months. Oh man, 8 months already? I feel like something's gonna happen next month, but I can't quite remember. Huh. Remember, whatever must not be too important. Back to figuring out where all this weight randomly came from.
Thank you for the 8 months, White 15 Wolf. And yeah, you'll be fine next month.
Ollie Tomlinson resubbed 17 months. 17 months, that's a lot of months. Morning, y'all.
Morning, Ollie. 16 months from Aldo says, oh hey, 16 months. I feel like I'm supposed to say something about this. Something about driving or twins. It's probably nothing. Stardom.
Big O26 Shun resubbed 19 months. It's crunch time. I just got my Folgers with milk as cream doesn't make me feel good. Plus, I heard it helps lessen the impact on your teeth.
For what it's worth, I do not know. I'm not sure what the impact is. Hey, there you go. from Aldo, 1600. Oh, that's right. Thanks, grandparents. What was the last time the Olsen twins like did a thing?
Together?
Well, just I mean, at all.
I don't know.
Did they do anything like since like the teenage years?
I don't know. Maybe.
They definitely still exist. I think. They're older than us. They're in their...
Yeah, they're slightly older than us.
They're in their... Are they in their late 30s?
I don't know. I can look it up.
Oh yeah, they did... one of them, or both of them, did some fashion stuff. I remember that. They were born in 86, so they're like 35? Is that... Yeah, that sounds right. 34? Oh, they both do fashion. They have a clothing line. I feel like we may have talked about this on Breakfast Stream once
What, their
before.
sister?
Well, just, you know. Just because it has been,
Yeah.
you know, a community meme. I think we've actually probably brought this up at one time before. The younger sister is more famous now because she's Scarlet Witch. I don't know what Scarlet Witch is. Oh yeah, when you say younger sister, you don't mean the younger of the two, because I guess they're the same age technically. You mean there's another one that's like even younger.
Yes.
It's a Marvel superhero. Huh. Elizabeth Olsen. Yeah, there's Mary-Kate, Ashley, and then Elizabeth. Man, a lot of people are learning something this morning. They didn't know that Elizabeth Olsen was the younger sister. From my limited knowledge of things, I would say that makes her more famous because Marvel stuff seems really big. Like really, really big. You know, even more big than...
Yeah, but I don't know any of it.
I mean, I agree. I also don't know, but my understanding of the Olsen twins and my understanding of Marvel is that Marvel is probably more popular. Like, not even in current day, because obviously no one is watching Olsen twin stuff. But, like, just comparing old and new together, it's like, pretty sure Marvel's more important. Anyway, 8 months for that Meep chick. This is Morning Grandparents. I woke up at 2 a.m. Eastern to watch Japanese pro wrestling, so my schedule is super weird, but I'm happy to be here. Start my winter class this week, so I want to extend good vibes to anyone else with classes right now. That's a good wish. Yeah, let's do good vibes to you and anyone else that's getting back in the swing of schooling. Also, shout out to pro wrestling. We're looking to maybe do fantasy sumo. Again. As long as it's
happening.
As long as it's happening, it'll be.
Hi, you. Come on.
This week, I think. So that's exciting. 23 months from Hugplex. It says one more till 24.
Come here.
3 from Squid. It says, hello, grandparents. Ready for another great clown day? I'm always ready for a great clown day.
What did he knock?
He ran into the Halo game that we pulled off of the shelf.
Hi.
And then promptly never put back on the shelf.
Hi, darling.
But I think everyone knew that we wouldn't. We pull a game off the shelf, put it on the coffee table.
Hello.
And it lives there now.
You lay down? You good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. He's cold.
A little chilly downstairs?
It's a little chilly downstairs.
8 months from Bubbles. There's this Happy New Year. I've been watching Stephen play Fallout 4 and had just reached episode 100. Can't wait to see what Mel makes this year and what fun stuff you'll both make together. Enjoy Fallout. You're halfway. I mean, I guess I should say it's interesting the whole way, but you're halfway towards the really interesting stuff. Things get really interesting around 200. I hope you enjoy it.
Good kitty.
We got a sub from GFA Hard. Welcome. 27 months from BC. Thanks, BC. 10 months from Shadowlance. Also 10 months from Juliet27. Happy New Year, Stephen, Mal, and Kepler. Happy New Year to all Crunch people in here. Oh, yeah. 10 months. Yay.
Kepi, Happy New Year.
Kepi, do you even understand conceptually what a New Year is?
He's not even looking at you.
I don't think he does.
Is he mad at you?
No. That cat has never been mad at me.
That cat has never been mad.
Quite possibly. I don't think I've ever done anything that would have caused him any disgruntledness. So.
Cybe resub 27 months. 27 months hype. Woo. Woo.
Woo!
Can you lay down and stop sniffing my knee?
No. This is impossible. This is... Why is he sniffing your knee so much?
I don't know.
You have something on your knee.
Oh yeah.
Looks
That
like
was a mistake.
tomato sauce.
It's not.
He is huffing that. I mean, I don't know what you spilled on your pants, but he huffed it. I mean, he inserted it into his tiny nostrils and sucked. But also, he can probably smell the past.
Kepler can smell the past.
That's not like a Kepler thing. That's just like that's like a cat thing. Cat's sense of smell is so stinking good. That's how they identify the world. What were we talking about?
You were reading alerts.
Kepi can smell through time. Ollie said, Kepper, what did the 1950s smell like? Did you ever see the episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, where he runs into a scene and he I don't know if he tastes the dirt or he smells the dirt, but he either tastes or smells the dirt and he goes, plane crashed here. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's real good. It's real good. I think it was also it's I will fall back asleep. I think it was Conan, the late night show Conan, that had I think it was on the same network, so they had the rights to all of the Walker Texas Ranger clips, so they would just play really ridiculous, out of context Walker Texas Ranger clips on the show sometimes. And that one is good. That one is really good. If you get a chance, look that up on YouTube, because it's something special. Anyway, 12 months from Callium.
He's purring so hard.
Thank you, Callium.
You're purring
So
in my ear.
I did the claps, and now I'm going back to
your food.
my food.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Frosty said that show is my jam. I watched it growing up. Wait, you're talking about Conan or Walker? I watched Walker growing up with my dad. I've seen a bunch of them. I've seen a bunch of cowboy movies, cowboy shows, Bonanza. Oh my god, so
Frosty
much Bonanza.
says Walker.
Okay. A lot of I've probably seen every single episode of In the Heat of the Night. Other shows. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember too. There's stuff that like Chips.
Gunsmoke?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God, I've seen all the Gunsmoke, all the Bonanza. Matlock. Jesus, I've seen a lot
That
of
was the
Matlock.
one I was going to ask about.
Yeah, the Rifleman. That's starting to get old, but yeah. I don't think we ever really watched Murder, She Wrote, actually. I don't really watch that. I bet I've seen every episode of MASH, good lord. MASH is a good show. I haven't seen it in a while. I bet it still holds up. Anyway. You read some.
Satsy sent 300 bits. Pringles and fruitcake for breakfast. Don't judge the fruitcake. Needed eating.
New year, new you. New concept for breakfast.
Fruitcake.
Also, I understand the concept of like, this thing needs to go away. I want it to be known right here, live. We finished all the cookies.
You finished all the cookies.
We finished all the cookies.
You ate so many cookies.
Me and Mallory, as a team, ate all of the cookies.
You ate so many cookies.
You aren't wrong. Hey, Yo Schiller. Thank you, Yo Schiller. Yo Schiller giving out five gift subs. Milk Bomb's going. Where are they going?
Oh, suddenly done.
Yuki Zumak 1?
Peach Macaroon?
Yeah. Peach Macaroon, Derical, Shroobs, and Broken Quest. Yo Schiller, thank you. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. In this new year, of which it is a new year. Didn't know if you knew.
Spark Strike 13 sent 400 bits with a Kepi Star Rain.
Thank you, Spark Strike. Yo Schiller says, hello. Hope you guys are doing well. Just figured I'd stop by and drop some subs. Keep up the great work. Ah, well, appreciate it. We're gonna try. Just keep doing what we're doing. I'm gonna buy some less complicated breakfasts in
That's
20.
not complicated.
It's
you microwave
complicated.
it.
Well, it's complicated in the sense of, for one, in order to get into the packaging, it takes 10 minutes.
So, is there another one?
There's one more.
Next time.
But I mean complicated in the sense of like it's a lot. I gotta eat it for like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Some of these breakfasts I eat, and it's Pop-Tart. I just boop, it's gone. And this is like I'm 20 minutes in. I still have some food.
Frosty, that was what I was gonna suggest, but he's complaining about having to eat it.
That's part of it, yeah. I won't buy such big food. 60 Phil says it takes you an hour to eat toast. Touche. Oh.
Was that your stomach or Kepler's stomach?
That was mine. My stomach reacting very quickly to this Southwest breakfast. Shut up, stomach.
Ryan BO6 sent 300 bits. Let's get this clown train rolling.
I appreciate the train this morning. 8 months from Little Asian Chai. Almost there until my Twitch baby. Thank you for what you guys do, and I can't wait for more. You're welcome. Keep the months rolling, I guess, because months just continue to pass by. Let's see, we got 500 from White15 Wolf. It says, good morning, grandparents. Requesting some of the patented good vibes. My wife's grandpa was admitted to the hospital last night because his liver enzymes were through the roof, and they also found sludge in his gallbladder. We can definitely get chat sending some good vibes your way for that. Absolutely. Certainly hope everything with that turns out just fine. It's that sort of news. Again, that sort of news is never wanted anyway. Mm-hmm. And I know it's probably even more scary about having to go through all of that when you're already stressed with how the world is at this particular moment in time. But I hope that you find some peace, and also understand that it's currently out of your control. It's if your wife's grandfather's already at the hospital, then in the best possible hands that he can be in. Mm-hmm. And you just have to hope everything works out well. But good vibes sent your way for sure. I hope that all turns out just fine. Let's see. We also have 300 from Vegetable Sorbet. Appreciate it. And then 510 from Don Whitehorse. Thank you. 300 from Andrew says, first day back to school for my 3-year-old. I need so much more coffee. Yeah, so we were talking about people going back to school, but that's true. Another part of that is children going back to school. Because I know we have quite a few parents that watch. Good vibes to you too. all of the coffee in the world to you. I hope you have plenty of coffee at home, because I'm sure that's a whole thing. Depending on where you are, and the severity of the cases, you might be back to
virtual school.
Virtual school too.
Some are, some aren't. depends on the area.
It depends on your area.
Mm-hmm.
It always it all depends on your area. We get 100 bits from Pink Matima. Thank you. 100 also from Nessazora123. Squid gives a sub to Stephen Late123. I was a little late. For what it's worth, again, I would have been on time if it weren't for this plastic film.
Next time you have that, if it's on a breakfast stream day, you'll have to start it earlier.
I'm not going to have this on a breakfast stream day.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it again. It's making me late. And that makes
Blame the breakfast.
I am. I am doing that. We have 300 bits from Morley Crafty. Says, good morning, grandparents. Can I get some good vibes? My IRL grandfather's in the hospital and I've been awake all night. I mean, yes, absolutely. Let's get good vibes sent over to you, too. I feel bad because in a very short time frame, we've got 2 different grandfathers in the hospital. So, not a good time for some grandfathers. But again, they're in the hospital. They are in the place to get the best treatment. And I hope that you can have some peace about that.
Same grandfather.
Oh, same grandfather. Oh, okay. I was like, there's 2 different grandfathers that went to the hospital at the same time. Okay. I'm glad that it's one grandfather and not 2 grandfathers. I was worried that soon everyone would be like, you know. Okay. Morley Crafty says, that was my husband, same grandfather. All right. Well, then just double good vibes. That's what I think that we're getting then. It's double good vibes. All the best to him, and I sincerely hope that everything works out well. We got Thomas Banana Rain from Cock 9 with 300 bits. Thank you, Cock. 25 months from Jennifer Jack. 300 from Paint Chipper with the Paint Rain. 300 bits from Ammon Iwood says, early morning beep beep.
Beep beep.
It is early. It feels early.
I had a dream that my glasses were so bent that like the arm over here was like way up and this one was like way down and they were on my face. Real weird.
I watched a video on Facebook of a friend I know, and his glasses were so crooked on his face that I had a hard time focusing on what he was saying. And I was just thinking, man, he really needs to get those glasses readjusted. That's reminded me of...
I need mine readjusted.
There's like, oh, your glasses are slightly crooked, and then there was like... And I was thinking... Part of me was like, certainly he's noticed, right? Like, that it's... Because I feel like that would start to impact how you know, your vision a little bit. Maybe I'll send him a message and be like, did you know that you're... I mean, if it's not bothering him, then I guess it's irrelevant, but, like, it seems... Again, it seemed like at a certain point, it's actually cutting into part of your vision. Like, if you went to... I guess that's one of the problems with glasses, right? Is you can only see within this glass area.
Yeah.
So, like, if you, like, quickly look up at something... You know, if I was wearing contacts, I could see the microphone right now. But I can't. It's fuzzy. So I have to actually, like, shift my head. It would be a lot worse if the thing was here, because then I'd have to completely move my head. Cal says, just send him this clip. I might. Oh.
Eldo512 sent 100 bits, thank you.
Yeah, you just keep reading till I finish. I'm almost done.
DC Racer 329 sent 300 bits. Can I get some good vibes as I prepare for my Transport Phenomena exam Thursday? Transport Phenomena is an advanced heat transfer, which is basically really advanced thermodynamics.
Well, I think you're asking for vibes in the right place.
Yeah?
If you need help for something related to thermodynamics. I think, dare I say, this community is better suited than any other internet community to help with thermodynamics-related problems. So good vibes.
Colin McVicker sent 100 bits, as did Cabry29. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Cobalt Custard said, "Don't mind me, grandparents, just climbing aboard this here hype train. Also, clown." Velix Butterfly resub 4 months. Thank you. We also have a resub from Broken Dylan, who's at 9 months. That's triple plus.
Thank you, Dylan.
PS3 Wii 360 Master 2 sent 100 bits. Thank you. Goldmage 162 said, "Good morning. The character cast from Breath of the Wild closely resembles a blue gold macaw. Araruna. Araruna? I have my glasses on and I can't read text as well.
I just like hearing you say, "Ar-ra-ra-ra."
Is that why you keep looking at me?
You know, have you seen, what's that video of the dog flying a little jet? And he goes, bow, 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 bow,
The Dog of
bow.
Wisdom?
Is that what it's called? Dog of Wisdom?
Chess
Man.
says, "Sometimes I forget that the clown noise..." Oh, it's scrolled. And you have the keyboard.
I sometimes forget that the clown noise isn't just some weird Foley effect of the noise that came out of Steven's mouth. Yeah.
Anyway.
The great thing is that after a long enough period of time, like, people will both forget, or there will be new people that don't know that, and then one day they'll learn that and they'll be like, "I'm sorry?"
Anyway, Goldmage was saying that the Kess looks like a species of parrot native to South America. It's a powerful beak used for cracking nuts and climbing trees, not usually singing ancient songs of a hero long gone.
I mean, maybe they do that, though. Because we don't speak bird.
Yet.
God, can you imagine? Can you imagine once they make, like, a special helmet where you can understand animals? It'll be far less interesting than anyone suspects. You'll put it on, and the animals in your house will be like, "I'm food! Food! I wanna eat food!"
You're disturbing Kepler.
That's what it would be. You go out into the forest and it would just be like, "Looking for food! Looking for mate! I found food!" Like, that's just...
He's upset at you.
It's the entirety of the animal kingdom. Has anyone got any food?
I'm sorry, Kepi.
Is that what you would say? There's other emotions.
Kepler has
that
other emotions?
Well, that Kepler exhibits. There's like, I mean, he's a content cat, but there are moments of, like, extreme contentment.
Yeah.
Where he gets in, like, this mood where he's clearly, like, absolutely in love. Like, he's purring so hard that he's, like, shaking, and he's, like, kneading, and he's, like, trying to headbutt me and stuff. Like, I think in those moments, you know, he would just be chanting, like, happy, 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 happy. Like, you know, I don't know.
That is, like, what he's saying, then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's pretty
Just
appropriate.
purring and making his little biscuits and just...
Yeah. He's a sweetie. He's a big sweetie. We got 100 bits from Blue Sonic. Thank you, Sonic. Also 100 from Smash Bryman. 2 months from Shadow Yoshi 91. Thank you. 300 from Mr. Viperfang, who says, "Mummy." Also 300 from Ente 70. Just sitting here having a very high pee.
Coffee.
High pee, low pee. Enjoy the pee. What's that, toilet paper? Enjoy the go?
Charmin? Is that Charmin?
Is that Charmin?
I don't know.
I thought Charmin's slogan was like, "It's as thick as a towel."
I don't pay attention to that.
Oh, it's like, "Wipe with luxury." Charmin. Like the only company that makes, like, 8 ply. Anyway, 300 bits from Padawan Becca. He says, "Is it plaid or is it flannel?" Well, it's definitely plaid. Is it flannel?
No.
This doesn't. This
No.
kind of like a.
It's a very thick cotton.
It's a thick. Yeah. Oh, Chaz has the real one. "We animated some bears." Charmin. I remember that. Classic. I always hated that. I just hated the idea of, like, animated critters wiping their butts. And that was what I hated most. The commercial came on, and they're all like oh, gotta wipe. And I'm like, listen, Bugs Bunny has never wiped his butt because he's an animated character and he doesn't need to. Daffy Duck, doesn't happen.
They do. Those bears need to.
I don't like that they do. That's uncomfortable to me. Pick a different mascot. Or don't fixate on that. They could fixate on anything else. They could just be like Charmin. Balloons! And like that could be the whole thing. It's just every time you see balloons, you'd be like, oh yeah, I should buy Charmin. But instead, when I see a bear in the woods, I go, I wonder if he needs toilet paper. Anyway, 300 bits from GFA Hard says, been watching for years. Thanks for everything, you guys. You're the best. Aw. Thank you. And thank you for the sub earlier as well. 26 months from Cassie. Thank you, Cassie. 9 months from Basunas. It says, years ago, my cousin got Nintendogs plus cats for Christmas. For the whole day, she was calling for her pet, sometimes loudly from across the house. So this Twitch baby is known as Isabella, which is the same name as the pet, and what I call my bassoons. I forgot that there was a Nintendcats. I mean, it's Nintendogs plus cats.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Nintendogs came out, and it came out in 3 different flavors, and then they released a 4th one, either later on, or it was like a special thing that was like tied to a certain store. I think the Dalmatian one was the special one. I don't remember. It was like Pokemon. You want to catch all the dogs, you gotta buy all the games. Basically. There were knockoff Nintendogs with cats for DS and untranslated. Oh.
But wasn't there Nintendogs plus cats?
Flavors! Oh my god, everyone's fixing it. Flavors does not mean just food. Flavors can mean a variety. I'm not talking about eating the dogs. Flavors has multiple meanings. Flavors can mean different, things. Listen, I'll teach all of you about the English language. You'll know what I mean.
Can't believe that's just the neighbors taking out their trash can.
Or breaking their garage door further.
Yeah. I feel bad, though. That has to suck.
Yeah. The other day, whenever we heard someone... It sounded like someone taking a sledgehammer to a garage door. It makes me wonder if they were...
Trying to fix it, I bet.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Our neighbor's garage door is currently like this. And I'm like, that seems bad.
At least
They'll
it's stuck open and not closed. Where they can get their car in and out.
Oh, God, yeah, that'd be worse.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Anyway, 5 months from Stoop Kid, who says, good morning, everybody. I'm more than halfway to a sub baby. Congrats. 11 months from Fror Wolf. 300 from Frosty says, can we get well soon wishes for Beetle? He had to go to the vet last night, but is feeling much better. Also, Alfie and Valkyrie say hi. Hi, Alfie.
Good
and also,
vibes
and
for
also
Beetle.
Valkyrie. Yeah, good vibes for Beetle. Good vibes for I never want to see anyone sick.
Mm-hmm.
But especially when it comes to animals, they don't understand.
Yeah.
You can't explain it to them, so that's always particularly difficult. So I hope Beetle gets feeling better. I hope he's back to terrorizing the house soon.
I love Beetle.
Seems like a quality cat. 6 months from Wonderlive. That's a double plus. 300 from 300 months. 300 months from Quill in the Stars, who says, it's been nearly a month since my actual 3 months, but I finally made it back to breakfast stream. Good morning and Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Glad folks are here. As a reminder, this is the first breakfast stream of 2021. It's exciting.
It's exciting. What will this year bring?
I mean, do you want me to tell you the things I know?
I mean, like...
Coffee.
Alerts out of nowhere and...
More mummy, more clown, probably a new alert in the same vein whenever there's a funny joke that happens. More coffee. Hopefully less of me struggling with plastic, because that's just embarrassing.
Spark Corgi says a lot of singing.
2020 was any indication, yeah, probably still songs. And me continuing to wait long amounts of time to roll beans. But I rolled them. Thank you, patrons. And that's up to date. It wasn't up to date on the last one. But also it was December. But it's up to date now. We got 28 months from DC20 Will Save. Have a crunch-tastic New Year. Thank you. I gotta eat something crunchy on Thursday. 30 bits from Marty Griff says, was watching the memorable moment from yesterday of Don't Go in the Hole. I was wondering, would in-game Steven jump off a cliff if told to? Happy New Year. Did you see that one?
Yes, I did.
Where you did it. Like, you were like, get in the hole. And I was like, no, it's dangerous. And you're like, do it, punk. So then I did, and then there was a zombie in there, and he started biting me. And I was like, of course there was.
Because there was when I jumped into the other grave.
I would not jump off a cliff. Unless Matt was, like, real adamant about it. And then when the top of the cliff was covered in, like, fire. There was, like, a lot of fire, and it was like, oh, crap, fire. And Matt was like, we have to jump off this cliff. Then I would.
Yeah.
I'd be more apt to do it if there was water at the bottom.
Hopefully.
And if it was a short cliff. But otherwise, like, no. The real question I'm answering is, no, probably not, really. What's going to happen in 2021, you ask? Plans, lots of plans, and hopefully plenty of Thomas. 4,000 from Shy. Oh, he doesn't have a Christmas hat because it's not.
He doesn't say ho ho ho.
Because it's not Christmas. And it's not Dan.
No. Back to Thomas.
Man. We had Christmas Thomas for a month. We had Dan for like
2 days.
2 days. It's just a very short amount of time. Anyway, Shy, thank you.
Shaz says Dan's still up there too.
Is it just a dice roll? Maybe it's a dice roll. That's kind of fun. I like how some of the alerts are random, so chat, who can say? Okay. Sure. 15 months from Ginger Tail says, so restaurants are out, supermarkets next? Have a good year and happy morning. Thank you, Ginger Tail. 30 bits from Throwdown that says, when you move, is that a liver transplant? Yes. I hate that you're right, but yes, based on the fact that that's the word I chose, yes, it's a liver transplant. 9 months. From Harvester451. Been a while since I've been able to catch a stream, and I'm apparently a Twitch baby now, so starting the new year. You're the Twitch baby?
The Twitch New Year baby?
It'd be really wild if someone gets to 9 months on their sub, and then they make a new account, and then that account is like, I'm so-and-so's Twitch baby, and you're like, what? And then after 9 months, the first person's like, I'm a grandfather. It's great. 7 months from Rubik's Moon says, new year, new subs. And it's lucky number 7, too. That's a good number to start the new year. Yeah, Brian. Typically seen as lucky in most cultures. My culture. I can't speak for the other ones. Some cultures, like, the number that is super lucky. In another culture, it's like, oh, that means death. So it's hard to say. 14 months from Triforce Drummer. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to Brian, by the way. Spiffla heard that. Saibi gifted a sub to Adudo. That was nice. 2 months from Zayverse. Plusonic gifted a sub to Yo Schiller. Also kind. 666 bits from Mr. Viperfang says, does the cursed toast alert still exist? I must know. I think so. I think that's the default one. It was also really cool because on Sunday we finally got to watch Die Hard.
Uh-huh.
That vlog will be out today at 3. And Mao finally got to see what the
alert was.
The Christmas 666 alert hit was, because she's heard it a lot throughout December, and she got to watch it. And then she's like, "This is the part," and I was like, "This is the part." There's a critique. I have basically just kind things to say about the movie, but yeah, I talk about it in the vlog comes out today. Spoilers, I like it. I've seen it before. But I don't think I had ever seen the theatrical release of it. I think I had only ever seen it censored and cropped. They call it pan and scan on television whenever I was younger. So getting a chance to see it
have you
closer
updated
to intended.
your
Letterboxd? I haven't.
For both movies?
I've had people ask me about it, and the reason I haven't is because I never did it. But the car isn't in the truck. The reason I haven't is I never did it for Star Wars, and I obviously can't write a review for Star Wars because it's been 2 years now.
Yeah.
So I need to just sit down and put in the dates for Star Wars and be like, is good, or whatever, and then move on to the things that I've just watched recently.
Yeah,
because I like doing it.
Yeah.
Well, writing a review isn't super important to me, but I like noting the dates of when I watch the stuff. I can tell you what I thought of Star Wars, though. I remember a little bit. I remember that Episode 4, the first Star Wars, was my favorite. You did
talk about it in that vlog.
Yeah, but I remember. 4 is my favorite. As a standalone experience, 4 is my favorite. It is, in my opinion, a great movie start to finish. It's one complete thought. It's varied. It's just a really good work of sci-fi. Episode 4 is my favorite by far. But if you're willing to consider them one long movie, 4 and 5 are really good. Like, if you're watching 4 and 5 back to back, because anyone I've ever talked to was like, oh, well, the original trilogy, 5's the best one. And like, 5's only the best one if you've seen 4. 5 as a standalone film is not. 4 is has a complete thought. 5 is only good if you've seen 4. So if you're watching 4 and 5 together, I can get it. 6, I don't care for. I don't like the little bears. The whole I don't know. There's a lot of people that they like the 6 and yeah, the Ewoks, that's what they're called. Yeah, 6 is not like chess. Yeah, my least favorite thing about 6 is that it was just a big ad for Charmin. That's my least favorite thing. Anyway, where was I? 300 bits from Molly, who says, Happy New Year, all. Christmas vlog made me so emotional and made me realize how much I take my family for granted, and now due to the UK restrictions, I'm stuck at my university halls. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed the vlog, at the very least, and, I hope it's not going to be that much longer. In a few months, all the restrictions lift, you can, fully enjoy your family again. I'm looking forward to it too, if it's any consolation. 500 bits from Gamer Girl says, Morning, Stephen and Mal. I go back to work on Monday. I work at the college, so I probably won't be able to join breakfast stream, but I definitely will watch Fridays for Breath of the Wild. Well, we look forward to having you there. Fridays are always my favorite day of the week. Probably.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying that. It's a tie between Friday and Saturday, because I don't want my friends that we talk to on Saturday night to feel bad. I also like them.
If I look at my Dailyo tracker, Saturday is my highest day.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Friday and Saturday.
Thursdays are good too.
The weekend.
Mondays are good because it's
Sundays
our day off.
Sundays are good. You said Mondays? Mondays aren't our day off.
I don't know. It's like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then like Thursdays it starts to get better.
You said Monday was our day off.
Oh, I meant Sunday.
Oh, okay. I was like, when we go to work on Mondays, are you in there just partying?
I meant Sunday.
Sunday, our official day off, and then Monday, Mallory's special second day off. Pour myself a margarita, close the door, and just chill.
I got work done yesterday.
I hope so. I'm starting to get concerned. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
I meant Sunday.
Anyway, the new bits from Mr. Viper Fang with the clown. Thank you. 17 months from Bardic Puppy says, came to the channel this morning to finish the VOD for New Year's Eve. Completely forgot that this is a live show sometimes. Hashtag VOD Squad. Alright, time to load this up. Huh, which one is this from? Oh, this is happening right now. Welcome. 400 bits from Azelle with an E. It doesn't seem to be for others, but I'm seeing weird screen adjustments and green streaks like a VHS. Just thought you should know if others see it or people know how to fix it if it's a phone thing. Yeah, that's probably just on your end. Probably. If other people see it, it's probably a Twitch thing. Oh, hold on. It's not showing up on my laptop, so it's something visual on some phones and for sure on Twitch's side. My first thing would be, and you've probably already tried this, is to, like, quit the app and reopen it. Beyond that, restart your phone. I don't know. If other people aren't seeing it, then it's probably... It might not be a Twitch thing. Or if it's a Twitch thing, it's affecting a very specific, like, model of phone. I don't know. That would be my advice. When in doubt, restart. If it doesn't fix it, then wait an unknown amount of time. Noah says, blow in the cartridge. Take the Twitch cartridge out of your Nintendo Entertainment System, give it a firm blow from left to right, reinsert into the NES. 14 months at Tier 2, Gold Toast from Superior LP says 14 months of crunch, over a year that has felt like forever and has felt like it has always been a part of my life. Thank you for being you. It was a long year. Oh man, what's that song? It's been a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last. I'm gonna listen to that song after this breakfast stream and cry. It's gonna be one of those mornings. 27 months from the Chemist 2020 says, 27 months, has it really been that long? Thank you for everything you guys do to make this amazing community. Well, thank you, Chemist. And thank you for being a part of it as well. Counting Crows, that's it. Counting Crows. They've got some other songs too. I can't name them.
I know there are
I
more.
know there are more. But that's like one of the big ones. That's one of the big ones. 6 months from SleepyCat95 says, good morning and happy 2021. I can't believe it's already been 6 months. Looking forward to many more. For a minute, I thought you meant 6 months of 2021. And I had forgotten.
And suddenly in June.
I was like, whoa. Oh no. Congrats and double plus. Big Yellow Taxi? I don't remember Big Yellow Taxi.
I might know it if I heard it. I don't know.
Who's the artist that does they pay paradise and put up a parking lot? That's been covered to death to the point where I'm not sure who did the original. I actually don't know.
I don't know.
Because I remember for a long time I thought that it was by somebody, and then at some point I learned it was by someone else. Because that's not a Counting Crow song. No, it's not a Counting Crow song. Stop it.
Stop it.
Oh, that is Big Yellow Taxi. No! Stop! You can't... No. What? That's Big Yellow Taxi? Why'd they call it Big Yellow Taxi? They should have called it Parking Lot. You have to call songs by the names that people know. Joni Mitchell in 1970. That must be... Okay, that must be the thing. Big Yellow Taxi is a song written, composed, and originally recorded by Canadian singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell in 1970 and originally released on her album Ladies of the Canyon. It was a hit in her native Canada, number 14, as well as Australia, number 6, and the UK, number 11. It only reached number 67 in the US in 1970, but was later a bigger hit there for her in a live version released in 74, which peaked at number 24. Charting versions have also been recorded by The Neighborhood, who had the original top US 40 hit with the track in 1970, peaking at 29. Marie Brennan, Amy Grant, Bob Dylan, I know Bob Dylan did this, and Counting Crows. The song was also sampled in Janet Jackson's Got Till It's Gone in 1997. I did not know Bob Dylan covered this song.
Now you're going to have to listen to that after you listen to Long
I
December.
am absolutely going to listen to the Bob Dylan version of Big Yellow Taxi. They paved paradise to put up the parking lot.
You don't do that as well.
No, I don't. It started to sound like, trying to think of the celebrity. Anyway. Everyone was saying Big Yellow Taxi. Was like, that doesn't sound familiar. And then I was like, who sings that song? What about this other one? Steve Buscemi. Yeah, that might have been Steve. Waluigi. Actually, it was a better Waluigi than a Steve Buscemi. It's nice to know that if I ever need to do a Waluigi impression, that I just really need to think of Bob Dylan. What's a good Bob Dylan song? I mean, a lot of them. I can never think of it. I don't know if it's because anytime I'm trying to think of music, it's because like there's other music playing that I can't.
Yeah, that's
about.
part of it.
It's either that or the fact that it's in the morning and my brain's just like, I don't think about music until 12. Big Yellow Wah! Big Yellow Taxi, obviously. It's me, Waluigi.
I'm glad you've made yourself
You
laugh.
don't know what you got until it's gone. They pay paradise to put up the parking lot. Ah.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't like the name of the song.
We've gathered
They should
that.
have called it. They should have called it Parking Lot. I really hate it whenever songs do that, where it's like some songs the words aren't even in the song, and I'm like, just name it what you think it's supposed to be called. Anyway, Overlord says it's called Big Yellow Taxi as the Big Yellow Taxi took the singer's partner away. Should have called it. They should call it Paved Paradise, or they should have called it Parking Lot. That's what it should have been called. I will go to the grave on these opinions. I'll go to the grave with this gun of opinions. Anyway, 16 months. Listen, it's not about being a line in the song. It's about being the line that you remember. Although some songs also go a step further and they're like, it's not even a line in the song at all. It has to be something you remember. Satsy says, I thought it was called Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. That also would have been fine. Although Janet Jackson's song was called Got Till It's Gone. So Janet Jackson's must have been... Because it samples that song, so Janet Jackson's lyrics must be pretty similar. We went on a journey. The journey has come to an end. Everyone may now exit the journey train. 16 months from Punxsutawney Don says, watching this morning with my dad for the first time, and can you scare my old man a little with the power of live streaming? His name is Joe. Hi, Joe!
Hi, Joe.
It's the power of live television. It's great. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Like you're watching the show, and then it's like, the show knows what's going on. The show is aware. Also, we may have already scared away Joe by talking about a 1970 Joni Mitchell song for approximately 12 minutes, because that's just the sort of thing that we do on Breakfast Stream. We eat breakfast for 25 minutes and complain about how much food it is, and then we talk about songs from the 1970s. Did you get it? He had an itch. It was deep down in his ear. Also,
If it hurts, don't do it, Kepler.
That was Kep. He had an itch, and he was getting in there. He let out a little squeal.
Coffee.
We got 20 months from Scrumdunger, who says, do either of you have your Spotify profile linked somewhere, or would that be too personal? It would let us see your playlist and what you're listening to.
Coffee.
So, I have been working on a playlist of just all of my favorite music. And it's just not done. And I will release it to the public. I've released it on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
I released it to patrons a while back, and with just the notice that it's not done. I'm working on it.
What letter are you on?
So I've done a general sweep of A to Z, like just very quick, like, and then I started at the very top, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go through my personal music library, and be very thorough.
Yeah.
And I'm on J. I started 4 years ago? I think 4 years ago. It's a work in progress. But I'm getting somewhere. And like it's, even though I'm on J, I have artists past that. Like Weezer's on there, because whenever I was working on stuff, I was like, Weezer, and then I went through. But it takes a long time because I'm going through I'm often going through entire discographies. So, and my personal music collection is huge. So
it is varied.
Yeah, it's varied.
It'll go from a banjo cover of a song to rap music to like a 1950s song.
Are you saying that maybe I would listen to Iron Horse, Kanye West, and the Blind Boys of Alabama?
Yeah.
Yes, I would. And they're all great.
I didn't discount your music taste. I'm just saying it's varied.
It is varied. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you listen in that order? Yes, and I have. I mean, so what I do with my playlist is that we listen to it on shuffle, specifically. TMA says, I don't see you as a Kanye West fan. Ta-da! I think you'd be surprised by the varied nature. There's just a lot of music there.
There's cat tax.
Did you send cat tax?
I did.
Okay,
It's
good.
gone already.
Okay. I'm glad people got to see cat tax. Let's see. I should probably keep reading. 27 months from Jason Jennings. He says, Happy 2021. Hope you, Mal, all of chat, and your parents have a great 2021. Aw, thank you, Jay. Same to you and your family. Hope things are going well, and also you're staying warm. Because it's colder up there. Probably.
They've had snow.
Unless something's gone terribly wrong. Terribly wrong. 300 bits from Mazel with a knee. What I actually wanted to say was that even though it's only been barely a week, my journal has been really helping me sleep better, which is what I was hoping for. Getting a bullet journal in today for planner things. # self-care year.
Awesome.
Very cool. There's a lot of people that said that they were going to be doing journaling in 2021, so it's been nice to see.
Bullet journals are really cool, though. There's a lot you can do.
Yeah. Just a chance, I think, for a lot of people just to write down thoughts in some way is very helpful to them. Jay says, +3 Celsius.
What is that, 34? 35 Fahrenheit?
32 Fahrenheit
Is zero. Mm-hmm.
So 32 Fahrenheit plus some. So probably less than 40. Like
Yeah.
36, 37.
37-ish.
37. 37 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's cold. That's cold. Pass. It was, you have a mouth.
It's 48
You can
outside
just say
right
it.
now.
Mal holds it over, and then the screen goes black, and then she's got to hit it. I'm like, if you would have just said it. 48 degrees.
48 outside right now.
I mean, that's pretty cold for here.
Mm-hmm.
but like last week,
It was the 50s also.
I thought the song was Pinball Wizard. When I was hearing the beginning, I was like do 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 do. I was like, why is Pinball Wizard in the music library? Pinball Wizard is not allowed to be in the music library. About to get a knock on the door. Music Association. You get 23 months from Kayla Lala. Thank you. 3 bits from Platinum Pikachu says, I hit 15 months the other day and I just realized a question I should have asked. If a golden sub is the number in your username, is it a silver sub when it's part of a number in your username? Also clown. Yeah. Sure. Why not? That's fun. If you've got 3 numbers, then it's going to take a long time to get to golden. So yeah, pick 2. Yeah, silver. So yeah, that's your silver sub. And you get another silver sub when you hit 53. And then it'll be a while before you get 153. Line Rider gifted a sub to Big Yellow Taxi 1. Pave Paradise to install this yellow taxi. Stand.
Taxi stand.
Oh man, you remember Taxi?
The show?
Yeah.
Not really. I remember the theme song.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Song's called Angela, by the way.
I know. It's on your playlist.
I love it. Do you think Carlos would cover it?
Ask him.
Oh my god, it's so good. I've got all these ideas that Carlos would just be like, mm-hmm.
And then not do.
And yeah.
Just nod politely at
like,
you.
yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, Carlos, hey. Cover Angela. Yeah, or the songs from Crazy Taxi. Hey, Carlos. Can you cover Way Down the Line? I need you to cover these songs by Offspring and Bad Religion. You don't understand. It's important. They're great sax songs. Everyone remembers the Offspring for all of the great sax parts. Favorite jazz band, The Offspring. 30 bits from Dark Overlord. Fun fact, in the UK for a while, In the End by Linkin Park was popular enough to get requests on radio, often requested as, it goes, it doesn't even matter. The words preceding it doesn't even matter is, in the end. I liked the remixes more.
Yeah.
Reanimation is a good album. I haven't listened to it in a long time,
Now I'm probably gonna go listen to it.
so I'm not sure if it holds
Today.
up. But, and it's got what's the Jay-Z song that's remixed on Reanimation? I don't remember now. But it's better than the original. I'm not a huge Jay-Z person. Because I recently went through Jay-Z because I'm in the Jays, and I was like, not really big Jay-Z person. Big Yellow Taxi. I loved it when Jay-Z did Big Yellow Taxi. Oh, it's Numb. It's Numb. That's right. Yeah. Numb is, this Jay-Z song is not called Numb.
Really?
What song is it sampling now? I don't remember. Encore. Yeah. Encore, do you want more? Yeah, okay. God. It just takes me back to high school. It's been a long time. But yeah, I wonder if that's
Pretty sure In the End came out before you were in high school. I mean, yeah, it did. They used to play music in our middle school lunchroom, and I very vividly remember hearing Linkin Park for the first time when I was in middle school.
Linkin Park was really big when I was in high school. And I guess middle school? I don't remember when it came out. Mal's gonna find out. They had...
Meteora came out.
They had
in high
Meteora.
school. That was later. That was not the first one.
Meteora wasn't the first one?
Mm-mm.
The Jay-Z LP album was Collision Course. I don't know if I remember that. I remember
Hybrid Theory
Reanimation.
came out in 2000.
Hybrid Theory, that's
the
it.
first one. That one came out in 2000.
Oh, okay. No, I was not in high school. I was in middle school.
That's like I said, you were probably in middle school.
Wait, how old are you? Yeah, I was in middle school. Okay.
2003 for Meteora.
And Meteora came out in 2003
Mm-hmm.
when I was in high school? Or gonna be in high school?
You were in high school. You were a freshman.
I don't remember. God.
No, sophomore.
It was a long time ago. A long time ago. I don't know that I owned Hybrid Theory. Maybe I did. I don't think I'm not to L. I'll be going through L soon. And in my first pass I didn't put Linkin Park on there cuz I only did things that came to the top of my head, and I haven't really listened to Linkin Park in a while. But
Reanimation was 2002.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to that and listening to. I don't think it's on the list. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Anyway,
Did you just age?
I mean, no, it's just old stuff. But I think it's something that a lot of people here can probably relate to. Oh yeah, crawling in my skin.
Mech
These
said,
words that...
stop singing. Crawling on Reanimation is Mech Makeup's favorite. That's my favorite on that album.
There's a lot. Again, I think that Reanimation is better. I think all the remixes are better than the originals in almost every single case. Almost every single case, probably. Anyway. Let's move on. There to some Frosty who says, do you guys have any tips for feeding cats liquid medicine? Just tried to give it to him, and while it worked, I am now bleeding.
I like to take a towel and put it around the cat like a barber cape or bib, like through the front, and then you like pinch it behind their neck, so like it's just their head out and the towel is in front because that's where the claws is.
I go further. I go further than that.
Do you burrito?
Burrito.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely burrito. Sit the cat on the towel, pull the towel up and around on both sides, pull tight so the cat
Not
is
too tight.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not trying to squeeze the cat's guts out, but like you want the cat to be immobile, so the cat cannot get you here. Once the cat is immobile and you have yourself a cat burrito, then you can put your. I mean, what I typically do is I have big hands. I put behind the cat's head.
Like kind of on top. You do. Or can you do it from...
I can do it from
okay,
behind.
you have big hands.
I grab the cat from behind on the jaws, right here, and then I just apply a little bit of pressure.
Where's Kippy?
I'm not gonna do it to Cappy, poor thing. I just start to put my fingers into the cat's mouth, and the cat will open up. And then I can kind of just blip, blip, blip. And then, depending on if the cat is a head shaker, because some of the cats are like, "What's this?" What I typically do is I do that, and then I as gently as possible, I hold their little head shut.
Hold their head shut.
Because some of them, you give them the little stuff and they go, oh, this is not what I want. Blah, 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 blah. So, you have to
Sagan
just kind of...
when Sagan was on certain meds as a kitten, he would fight it so hard, and it would make him foam up, or he would foam up because he didn't like it. I don't know. It might have been the medicine.
So we learned very quickly that, you give him the stuff, and then I would basically make it so he couldn't open his mouth. Gently, but like preventing that from happening, and
just
then
for a little bit, a few
his
seconds.
his poor little eyes would be like, and I'd be like, I know, buddy, I know. You just gotta make sure you get this medicine, and he would just be like, And then I'd wait just a little bit of time, and then he wouldn't spit it everywhere. So there's little things you learn about how to live with cats. That was a big old milk bomb. 10 milk bombs from Pickletron. Thank you, Pickletron. To Poigle, Xenagame 2, Poke 9000, Penguin Cuddles, Witcher Andrew, Late Art, Tiger, Mystical Man Joe, Pelicandle, and Mr. Bean Lovest. Mr. Bean. Rowan Atkinson. Pickletron, thank you.
Frosty said Beetle's gonna kill me one of these days, so thank you for advice in prolonging the inevitable.
No problem. I mean, if you got like a really well-behaved cat, then you might be able to get away without having to do burrito. A lot of times when I give Sagan medicine, I didn't burrito him.
No.
I could just do it. Kep got burrito every time. Sorry, buddy, but Kep is a panicker.
Yeah.
Like he panicked much more quickly than Sagan did, because Sagan was just kind of chill.
Sagan, I felt like Sagan understood when we were trying to help.
Maybe that was part of it, but Kep, just very quickly, like he goes from 0 to 11 like immediately. Like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I don't like this. I will fight you. And I'm like, okay, but yeah, Sagan didn't really do that. But also, like, even when, like, cutting the nails.
Yeah.
Whenever I would trim the cat's nails, Sagan would just be like, doot, 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 doot,
Like, he was at the spa. He would just be like, okay, whatever.
I could trim all of Sagan's nails in less than 10 seconds. He just let me do it. And, when they were kittens, one of the things that you read about when you have kittens is, like, to always play with their paws.
In their ears.
Play with their paws, play with their ears, get them comfortable being touched, especially on the paws, because, then whenever you do have to trim their nails, they're used to you, like, touching their paws. So I tried to always do that with both cats when they were little, and it seemed to have really stuck well with Sagan. And it didn't stick as well with Kepler, because even to this day, when I go to give Kepler, when I go to trim his nails, he's not thrilled. I basically have to wait until he's on my lap asleep.
And then you can normally get one paw before he realizes what's happening.
And and I can play with his paws, he's fine with that. But once he realizes that there's trimming happening, he's like, what? No. And I'm... So, little things that you learn. 300 Bits from Shire says, man, don't you hate that song Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy? It never once mentioned sugar plums or fairies in the lyrics. Bad name. 3 out of 10. They should have named that one do 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 do. That's what they should have named it. Obviously,
Were you just singing the Hall of the Mountain King?
Yes. I'm realizing
Edvard Grieg is very different.
I'm realizing now that that's a different song. Shoot, I don't know what Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy sounds like. Crap.
Sugar Plum Fairy was a nutcracker.
Oh, is it the one that's like do 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 do. Is that it? Is that it? Help me. Someone please send help. Is that not it? Is that Waltz of the Flowers? Hold on.
Is it in your...
It might be. It's in public domain. It's really quiet. Oh, this is it! Oh. Do 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 sugar plums do 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 fairies. That's been one of those special mornings, I see. 28 months from Skid Scott. Thank you. Also, I'm absolutely playing Hall of the Mountain King after this.
Is it in there?
It's also in public domain, so I probably have it. It's not called Hall of the Mountain King, but it's in here.
Type in mountain.
I know it's in here.
The composer is...
Oh, it's in the hall. It's under I. In the Hall of the Mountain King. Play next. 2 months from Don Whitehorse 23 says, right at the end before I go, 2 months. Thank you, Don. 30 bits from Satsy, it says, Mummy, have you considered getting little nail covers for Kep? Basically just to stop him scratching welts into himself, especially deep in his ear canal.
We tried caps when they were kittens.
Yeah, well, we tried when they were kittens, and that... For anyone that can get that to work, I'm impressed. Because they hated it. They really, really hated it.
We got one on Kep, I think, and then we stopped trying.
Yeah, they were not huge fans.
He had a vet appointment shortly after, and the vet was like, I can see you tried this. And we were like, yeah, we tried it.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, it'll pop off soon.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to keep their nails pretty short. The one thing is we regularly trim the front. We don't regularly trim the back. Obviously, he's using the back to scratch his ear. I mean, I could trim the back ones a little more often. Probably what we need to do is we probably need to use some eardrops.
Yeah.
It's probably time to do that again.
Yeah.
We have some. Because the root of the problem is he gets some crap in his ears. So if we use some eardrops, we could probably solve that for him. He doesn't itch very often.
No.
But if it starts to increase, that's a good sign to just start using that. Let's see. Did the song play?
It's quiet. It gets louder and faster. I think that's why you unchecked it.
I ended up unchecking a lot of classical stuff because there's classical rendition. I mean, for one, it is softer, and then there's also classical renditions in Twitch's version of Content ID. And even though we have the rights to play this, it's a headache because some of the songs end up matching, and then Twitch is like, we gotta mute this stream, and then I'm like, then I have to fill out a form, and I'm like, actually, no, you don't. And then I have to wait a few days, and then they're like, we're sorry. You're right. It's not a huge deal for Breakfast Stream, for what it's worth, because they don't stay on Twitch. I let them expire because they're going to go to YouTube. It's a bigger deal for, like, game streams and stuff. So. Oh, you know what, though?
What?
I'm fairly certain, because I played unchecked songs.
Now it'll stop playing music?
Well, it'll stop playing music, and then also I think it breaks the on-screen thing. Let me test this. So the song has ended. Oh, it went to Insane in the Rain. Did it update the thing? Oh my god, they must...
Something must be fixed?
Wow. This used to not work. Anyway. Neat. Kaze, yes. Disco and late tonight. 300 bits from Shire says, if you want weird music tastes, I generally don't like music that's like, let's get drunk in the club, or, hey babe, let's go to my room. But then I turn around and listen to Hollywood Undead, and that's pretty much half their songs. I've never heard Hollywood Undead. I've heard of the band, but I've never heard any of their songs. But one of the artists whose music that we use, Amelie, their name is Emily Amelie, or Amelie Music. They've covered Hollywood Undead songs, and that's how I've heard some of them. But I've never actually... But they're instrumental versions, so I've never actually heard, like, the lyrics. Mr. Viper Fan gifted a sub to Perito. It's a good name for that.
That's what Kitten Lady calls it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good name for that. Roma818 gives a sub to Sunsetter. 16 months from Ramen64. 30 Bits from Andrew in the Kitchen says, somehow teaching from home is more exhausting than teaching in person. I was breathless and felt so tired after each lesson. It's only day 1. Stay toasty.
Stay toasty. It's probably a lot more stress. The weight of having to do it differently than you've learned and practiced.
That's part of it, and then the other part of it, I think, is that whenever you're going to work, like if your work is at a location, when you leave the house, you are entering into like work mode. You're driving to work, you're like, I am entering work mode. And it's harder to do that at home.
Yeah.
Like, we have dedicated spaces for work.
Yeah.
We have that because, obviously we work from home. But like back when we didn't, it's bad. Like in the apartment when, all of the lines were blurred, that makes it really difficult. Yeah, Andrew says, yeah, I am not in work mode. See, that's the big thing. That's the one huge piece of advice I would tell to anyone that's working at home is if you have a spare room that you can make into work room, do that. If you can't do that, make a certain space in a room like 100% like this is work space, and then you kind of when you go from like one area to another, like I am entering into this is my work zone, and never the two shall meet. That's my best. That's that sole best piece of advice I could offer for folks working from home right now, because the separation is something that it's important, but you don't know how important it is, basically.
You can also try giving yourself a commute. Even if it's like just trying to do some sort of routine that's...
Yeah. Honestly, and part of that could be just like going for like a 20-minute walk or something before you start. Like if you exit your house, exit your apartment, and just walk around the block a little bit, and when you come back in, then sit down at your work zone. I know all of this sounds stupid, but like it's real.
When I was teaching,
it's absolutely real.
We had a block schedule, so we had 90-minute classes. I had first block planning for some of my year, and I used that time, and it really helped me get in the right mindset for like my day. And I really loved having first block planning because of it.
Yeah.
And then like, second block would happen, and then I'd teach my first class.
Setsy says it's Pavlov, and Armored Frog says the brain is easily tricked and take advantage of it, and Noah says psychology. Yeah, it's it just, it is what it is. And it's one of those things that, like, I think when the pandemic first started, a lot of people were then suddenly working from home. There's an immediate benefit in your brain of like, oh my God, I can work in my pajamas in bed on a laptop. And then you quickly realize, oh, I'm not productive when I do that. It's true. Because your brain is like, well, I'm in bed in pajamas. Like, I'm at home.
Yeah.
And until you make a very, line in the sand separation.
And I'm sure
it's going to be difficult no matter what. Like, it's taken us years to get to the point where I feel like I'm productive at home.
Yeah.
And I've done this for a long time. But it takes a while.
If you're someone who's having trouble with that, and you are wearing your pajamas and like you just sort of got ready because you don't have to anymore, and you're having trouble, getting ready might help too. That routine of brushing your hair and putting in your contacts and whatever else you do in the morning that you would normally do for work, like getting fully dressed in your business casual or whatever it is you would normally wear, sometimes helps.
Yeah. It helps. You really have to mentally make that separation as much as possible. Yeah. But these are all just little tips and stuff that I hope help as many people as they can help.
Putting on my apron, my painting apron,
Does that really do it?
I don't know. It helps. It's like, okay, work. It's like,
Because that's something that you would never wear for fun.
yeah. Speaking of which, I need to find a new one because the ties on it broke. So it's just sitting on my lap when I paint now.
Well, you staple some new ones on. So it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, my best to everyone working from home, whether that's something that you're still struggling with or that's new, because it's hard. It is. I don't want anyone. I think the big takeaway, no matter what, is that like it's not an easy thing. So
Yeah.
if you're having issues, especially if you feel like, man, I'm just not as productive, like that's okay, and that's normal. But there's little things that you can do that'll help a little bit. 10 months from Z Squad just says 10 months. Has it been 10 months or 10 years? You both have made the last 10 months more sane, even as Stephen has lost some of his sanity. Love the hair and the lumberjack look. I've been enjoying the hair. We got a few more months.
Hopefully.
A few more months before I decide what to then do with it.
Yeah.
500 bits from Elfie, who says, I know both your parents are from up north, but have you ever started the new year with the traditional Southern New Year's good luck foods, such as cornbread, black-eyed peas, etc.? And Mal, does the North have any of their own New Year food you use for good luck?
You want to answer first?
So, my parents have their own New Year's tradition, and we've done it every New Year's, and it's shrimp.
That's what my dad and I always did. But we served it very differently than your family.
Yeah. My parents always did steamed
Yeah,
shrimp.
your mom steams them, and she puts a lot of Old Bay.
She's from Maryland.
She's from Maryland.
That's what we always ate every New Year's. And like we didn't have New Year's with my parents this year, but that's what they ate. You know, my mom even called me and was like, "Hey, I was gonna pick up some shrimp." She's like, "Do you want shrimp?" And I was like, "No, we have shrimp, but also we ended up eating something else."
Yeah.
I don't remember what exactly, but
Maybe leftovers.
yeah, maybe we're still eating leftovers at that
See,
at that time.
we always had shrimp. My dad would always make shrimp because he loved it. And it was always served cold and, like, boiled. So it was like a shrimp cocktail, but without the horseradish cocktail sauce
Yeah.
because neither of us liked it. So
Yeah,
we
we-
were just eating cold shrimp.
Yeah, I mean, our shrimp is always served hot, and then, yeah, we very much drink down the cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
But
And it's covered in Old Bay.
and it's covered in old.
A lot of Old Bay.
Literally, it sets your mouth on fire,
Yeah.
to be honest, because, like, dipping something that's already caked in Old Bay into cocktail sauce, it starts a fire in your mouth. But that's fine. We call that flavor, and it's great. It's wonderful. Honestly, like,
The traditional Southern foods, I know Alex's family did that, and he grew up with those things.
the other big difference is that Alex is from Alabama.
Yeah.
I am
And
from
his family is from Alabama.
and his family is from Alabama. While I am from South Carolina, my parents are not. You know, my mom is from Maryland, my dad is from West Virginia, and where they lived was basically like right on the Mason-Dixon line.
Almost Pennsylvania.
Yeah, like where they lived, they're getting both Southern and Northern cultures combined because it's right where that line basically is. So I kind of got probably a little bit of both things at home. But obviously going out to eat and stuff down here, there's a lot of Southern cuisine. So we didn't really eat a lot of cornbread or black-eyed peas at home.
See, we had cornbread, but I feel Southern cornbread is very different.
I'm not going to tell you it's better. It's different, but they're good. They're both good.
What I need
love
to do
food.
is get my mom's cornbread recipe so I can make it.
And show me how different it is.
Yeah.
We also got 8 months from Nilla Thunder. Thank you.
The other thing my dad and I would do is we'd make his taco pizza,
Yeah.
on New Year's.
Yeah, that was always a big thing for you. I
Yeah.
know you've said. At some point, we'll make some more
Yeah.
taco pizza. Shina says, so what exactly is cornbread? How do you explain cornbread? It's made with cornmeal.
Yeah.
It's.
Is there any flour in it?
I've never made it.
I've never made it either.
Ask a chef. It's. Sachi says bread made of corn, and like that is the best way I can describe it. It's a very grainy. Oh, that's
it does have flour.
Cassie says it's the same as breading on a corn dog.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it, because most people have at least had a corn dog. If you've had a corn dog, imagine that it's just
The breading.
The breading.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's served like bread. It doesn't rot, like it doesn't have like, whenever bread rises, it's got like a domed top.
Yes.
But cornbread's flat. I don't know how it works. It's magic. I love cornbread.
I've found that Southern cornbread is very salty a lot of the time. Especially at Cracker Barrel.
They're both good. Some are made salty and some are made sweet. They're both good.
I'm pretty sure it's all sweet up in the Midwest, because that's how I always had it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's like the difference between country ham and city ham, which is a thing.
And some people are going to be like, what?
But it's the same.
Aren't there 3 hams? Country, city, and the... I don't know.
There's country ham and there's city ham, where one is.
Thomas says, when did we get a 3rd ham?
Yeah, I was really excited. I was like, Mal, please tell me about this 3rd ham. I love ham. I was really hoping that there was a special extra ham. There's country ham and city ham. Country ham is salty, and some people aren't into that. They're both good. City ham is like, if you don't know that there's a country in city ham, then city ham is ham. Let's do it that way. If you're like, I've never
Who does that?
I've
Waffle
never heard
House
of this.
does it that way? And they call it that?
Yeah, if you don't know that there's multiple versions of ham, then you've only had city ham. Country ham is salty. And when you eat it, you can taste the salt. And it's great. It's great. But they're both good. There's like, I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you one's better than the other. They're all good. All the cornbreads are good. All the ham's good. Food's good. Love food. Food. Deli. Deli ham. That's a different thing. Then you're getting into thin cut sandwich meat. That's talking about baked ham. Anyway, it's if you get a chance, if you're ever in a place that has the different types of ham, they're good. I'm assuming, I don't know how you make this stuff, so part of me is like,
I'm pretty sure country ham is just salted and cured.
yeah, you probably can't just pour salt on ham and be like, country ham. There's probably more to it than that.
There is.
Which is a real shame, because then I'd be like, everyone can try it at home. Just throw salt on your ham.
No.
But there's more to it. Anyway, hey, let's tell you about what's going on today.
Today's disc only.
Today's disc only. The monthly podcast, if it can be called that. Podcast, where me, Tom, Jared, and John talk about, whatever. That is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/ProtonJohn. Also, Pikmin is today. It is not the finale. But Pikmin is today. So if you like Pikmin,
That's today.
that's today. So you're going to make that tweet about the last Pikmin level. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, whatever. There's going to be some people that are mad about how we do or play or whatever in the last area of the game, but they were going to be mad no matter what. There's folks there. Okay. Quick clarification. This goes for any person doing any Let's Play, right? That can also apply to us, and it can also apply to Pikmin. If we say we want like tips for the game, there are tips, and then there is a bulleted list of how to get through an area. It seems to me that these things would be understood, but like some people really don't understand the difference. They really don't. Telling us in intricate like depths how to do a thing is not a tip. And then being upset that we didn't do the recommendation is insane. Because if you want to watch someone do a bulleted list of exactly the same stuff, that's called a movie. That's not a game. Chaz says, yeah, especially how to do a thing you haven't even gotten to yet. So, like, it's...
Tips would be something like how
a gameplay mechanic works that the game didn't bother explaining very well.
I was going to say, like, the things in the compendium. Like,
sure.
Remember how we didn't know that the bulb orb eyes were more vulnerable? Because in the other games, it was like, oh, rush from behind.
I mean, we did learn that on our own in the compendium.
Yes, but that's something that would be a tip.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, it's fine. There's gonna be people that are there's people that have been mad since the beginning,
Radio's
and they're gonna be
dead,
mad
says
till
how
the
to
end.
Fix the map orientation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, there's some of these people you can't please, and I don't know what to do, but I deliberately did not look too deeply at like tips and tricks for this final area because there were people that wanted to like give us entire walkthroughs. And again, that's called a movie. Games are interactive. Don't you want to watch us experience a video game? Don't you want to watch us experience something that is unique to us? There's so many people that are it basically comes down to this isn't how Chugga Conroy did it.
Yeah.
There are so many comments that it literally just boils down to that very specific subject. And I'm like, sorry. Emil played and practiced this game and knew this game. We're playing it blind. We don't know anything. I like that. Oh my god. Yeah, so that can be applied to any person doing any Let's Play for any game. But that's been some of the level of frustration, I think. And it really, it's the thing that's ridiculous is like it really is bad on it's the whole Pikmin series, right? But I just don't understand why.
There's something about that series.
It's something about Pikmin. Pikmin fans, I mean, they're just very ravenous about you have to do it this way. I'm like, listen, man, I'm just playing a game. And the thing is, I like the game. And then we've got people come out of the woodworks, they're like, but you didn't follow my walkthrough. And I'm like, I know I didn't follow your walkthrough. I want to figure it out myself. It's more entertaining. Anyway. Goldmate says, why didn't you play Bioshock like Emil did? Oh. Chess says, good tweet. Clip save.mov tweet. I hate to have waited until, you know, the very end of this series to get all of that off my chest, but it's nice to get it off my chest. It feels good. Because again, you know, there's nothing wrong with trying to help people understand concepts.
Well, folks,
But when it's like, you gotta do this, I'm like, Jesus, just... Anyway, 300 bits from Brian. Ryan B06, who says, on the subject of different types of ham, there are also different types of kielbasa. The regular kind and the Easter/Christmas kind, which isn't as spicy. I don't know if I've ever had explicitly kielbasa.
Yes, you have.
I feel like I have, but
You have.
I don't know if I have.
I think I've had both.
Is that the kind of sausage we would put in, like...
Jambalaya? No.
No, not jambalaya. The other thing. I cannot describe
I've
it.
had
This is all I
kielbasa
can do. I'm
at
sorry.
the Polish restaurant. When I get the sampler plate that has the cabbage rolls and the...
Those are kielbasa.
Those sausages are kielbasa, yes.
Okay. There's a lot of different types of sausage.
And sometimes family members will bring kielbasa to Christmas. And my family.
I was thinking of chicken bog.
Oh,
That's just normal sausage.
I think so.
Anyway. All right. So now that I've gotten out my on Twitch tweet, feels good. There's no way I could fit that into whatever it is, 260 characters or 280 characters. So probably not worth bothering with. I'll just let people. There will be people that yell in the comments, and they'll just yell. It's fine. We did our best. I'm not
We had
concerned.
fun playing.
Hey man, we beat the game. We beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Disc only, and then otherwise nothing else to announce. I don't think anything else to
No.
announce.
Not this week.
Our review of Die Hard will be out at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Thomas says, but did you beat it correctly? Nope. Nope. I don't want to spoil it. But man. No, we didn't. We're doing side story next. And then mission mode after that. We are going to be continuing to cover Pikmin.
Yeah.
The good news is, we really, got in all the practice
Yeah.
on campaign mode. So, like, everything past this, we're going to be better at the game. Obviously, we're going to be better starting side story than when we started campaign. So, we're just getting better at the game. But, we're not speedrunners. Hopefully that's refreshing. Kazuyumi gives a sub to TS Jonte. Thank you, Kaze. And with that, thank you all. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Enjoy the new year. Holy crap, we're still, early into it.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
It's the 5th.
Yeah. Pretty early into it. Hopefully I will see some of you tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern
On John's channel.
on John's channel
Mhm.
for disc only. 100% less restaurant violence, probably.